Welcome to The Nation Wants No More, the podcast that gives hysterical news the send-off it deserves. I'm Anjana Menon. Each week I take the news, real, ridiculous, or just plain noisy, and give it a gentle twist of satire. If you've ever screamed into a cushion after watching the headlines, this one's for you. Quick, sharp, and slightly unhinged, because really, the nation has had enough. Nothing spices up my day like two overgrown boys fighting over their toys. We're talking about my absolute favorite pastime, billionaire beef. A good old-fashioned, high-stakes, gold-plated squabble. When regular folks like us have a fight, what do? We call up all our friends and tell them about it and tell each one of them not to tell anyone, which, of course, is code for tell everyone immediately. Then we spend weeks plotting parties where everyone's invited, except the frenemy, until they buy a flashier car and a flat with a foyer the size of our living rooms. And suddenly we're all in, with smiles and wine bottles, because who doesn't love a good housewarming party and some handy gossip? But billionaires, they do it with style. They don't dodge each other at the mall. They launch themselves at each other in public spats. And everyone's invited to join in. There's nothing hush-hush about it. Which brings us to my current obsession, the bromance turned sour between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. If you haven't been following it, go back and hide under the rock you crawled out from. It's playing out live on X again. Yup, the social media platform where everybody has 280 words of meaningful opinion, which sends democracy racing into the ICU every other day. Anyway, Musk, after his extremely productive stint in the Department of Government Efficiency, where no one remembers what he did except wearing Doge t-shirts and ruining his reputation, has decided he's had enough. He's done with Trump and the two-party circus in America, so naturally he's floating his own party called America Party. Yep, that's it. At first I thought how lacking in imagination is that, and kinda lame too, no? But then it hit me, Musk is the king of memes. He is Lord Doge, the king of a federal cost-cutting program named after a crypto meme. The America Party is not just a name, it's a troll on democracy. And what better place to float a poll on it than on X on the 4th of July, America's Independence Day, National Hot Dog Day, etc. He ran a poll on X asking, should we create the America Party? Adding that it's a great day for some fireworks. Poor Americans, they thought this meant Elon was gathering folks to get a party going with beer, burgers, and a drone display. Some were even genuinely expecting Elon to show up at their local park with a bouncy castle, his 14 children, and a Tesla battery to get the barbecue fire going. So they endorsed his tweet in all earnestness and then showed up at their local park. And then after waiting around for a while, they realized that he meant something else entirely, and that he was half serious about a rival to the Democrats and the Republicans, and that a future President Musk would put an end to this American circus soon. Yup, a circus that is $36 trillion in debt and rolling. Yes, that's the national debt of the world's most prosperous country. Compare that with us here in India, proudly thumping our chests ever since we became a $4 trillion economy. See the contrast? The Americans have cleaned out the bank, sacked the teller, and are running a debt marathon, while we are doing a victory lap for having opened a bank account. But that hasn't stopped us from taking them on. Who cares about their size? We're all prepped to slug with them over tariffs. You know how we are, we can do anything when we get going. Remember the time we threw out the British Empire? Well, guess what? In a strange case of revenge and rapid decline, the Brits have come to roost again. They're back, sort of. A British F-35 fighter jet has landed in Kerala, and it's refusing to budge. It's just sitting there on the tarmac, like a stowaway hiding in the cargo section. Nobody knows why it's here, not even the Brits, and it's their jet. And frankly, no one knows what to do with it. 2 weeks on, they're still figuring out how to move it. So naturally, they're sending a 40-member team to do something about it. It sounds exactly like a well-thought-through government plan. Pretend you have all the answers to a problem and then throw a lot of public money at it to conclude that you don't know anything. That kind of brilliance can even embolden the likes of Jeremy Corbyn. Yes, Corbyn, the former Labour leader who could never get his ducks in a row and was thrown out of the party. He's so inspired by Labour's paralysis and Elon's proposed American party that he wants to launch his own political party, right in the middle of Britain's fighter jet fiasco. But honestly, we're not taking any of it seriously. No one is. The whole episode has turned into a meme fest with wry British humour. Kerala Tourism has already won the internet with a meme with the stranded F-35 fighter jet in the background and a slogan which says, "Once you land, you won't want to leave." Me, I wanted to book a ticket to Kerala for a bit of the monsoon and a good look at the F-35. But every time I log on, there is scary news floating around of birds building nests in the engines of passenger planes, of a 700 feet drop mid-flight, and windows popping out of planes. I'm too chicken-livered for adventure flying. I think even the F-35 is paralyzed by the same fear. So stay home, stay safe, and listen to my podcast on loop. I know it's marvelous, but psst, don't tell anyone about it, okay?